Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We have started a new initiative that will help the aspirants to revise the current affairs through options. The options selected here are of utmost importance. They will help you to revise current affairs of the past 4 months. This will boost your memory through mind mapping. Due to time constraint, we have limited option revision in the video. Rest of the options revision will be available in our daily current affairs application quiz section. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the April month. Session will be quite interesting and important, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First is, when was the International Transgender Day of Visibility 2024 observed across the globe? So this day is observed on 31st of March across the globe, and the transgender pride flag was created by American trans woman Monica Helms in 1999. And this day draws attention towards eliminating poverty, violence, and discrimination based on the gender identity faced by the community. Next, when was UN World Autism Awareness Day observed across the globe? It is observed on 2nd of April across the globe to raise awareness about ASD, that is Autism Spectrum Disorder, and it promotes the realization of human rights and basic freedoms. Then this observance is the 17th edition of the World Autism Awareness Day. Next, when was the International Children's Book Day observed across the globe? So International Children's Book Day is observed across the globe on 2nd April, right? And it is the birth anniversary of the Danish author Hans Christian Andersen, known for his fairy tales that fosters love for reading among children and highlight the importance of children's book. Next thing is the theme for this International Children's Book Day. The theme being Cross the Seas on the Wing for Your Imagination. Next, when was Raising Day of the Army Medical Corps celebrated by the Indian Army? This day is observed on 3rd of April, correct? And this is the 260th Raising Day of the Army Medical Corps. This is a specialist corps of the Indian Army that provides medical services to the serving and the veteran army personals and their families too. Next, when was the UN International Day for the Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action 2024 observed across the globe with the theme of protecting lives, building peace? So when do we observe this? It is observed on 4th of April across the globe, and the theme here being protecting lives, building peace. And it is to raise awareness and encourage the establishment and development of national mine action capabilities in affected areas. This was the 19th observance of the International Day for Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action. Next, when was the National Maritime Day observed across the globe with the theme Sustainable Shipping Challenges and Opportunities? So it is 5th of April we observe National Maritime Day across the globe, and here you can see the theme being Sustainable Shipping Challenges and Opportunities. This was the 5th edition. Also remember, 5th of April observes the 5th edition of the International Day of Conscience. International Day of Conscience. As it is the 5th edition, the first ever International Day of Conscience was observed on 5th of April in 2020. Next, 5th International Day of Conscience, as we saw, observed across the globe when it is observed on 5th of April, right? And on 5th of April only National Maritime Day is observed. Take a note of it. One more thing, remember, this year it was the 61st edition of the National Maritime Day that was observed. Next, when was United Nations International Day of Sport for Development and Peace observed across the globe with the theme Sport for the Promotion of Peaceful and Inclusive Societies? It is observed when? It is on 6th of April, right? We observe this day. This was the 11th edition of the International Day of Sports for Development and Peace. Next, when was UN International Day of Reflections on the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda 2024 observed across the globe? So it is the 7th of April 2024 we observe this day, and this marks the 30th anniversary of the genocide against the Tutsi in 1994 in Rwanda. Next, what was the theme of the World Health Day observed across the globe on 7th of April? So World Health Day, the theme being My Health, My Right. And this is the 76th edition of the founding of WHO of 7th of April. I repeat, 7th of April, it marks the 76th edition of the anniversary of the founding of WHO, that is World Health Organization, that was established in 1948. And the theme here being My Health, My Right. Next, when was the Prevention of Blindness Week observed across the globe? So from 1st to 7th of April, we observe Prevention of Blindness Week. Take a note of this. The day commemorates the first, this day commemorates the basically to create awareness about the factors and importance of the lifestyle, correct, for blindness, and how they can be implemented, and what are the ways that we can highlight, and what are the lifestyle they people should choose in order to eliminate the risk. Apart from this, there is a braille script, right? This is the script for the blind people. So Prevention of Blindness Week observed from 1st to 7th of April, and it highlights that how it can be prevented and various ways about it. Next, when was the International Romani Day observed across the globe? It is 8th of April we observe International Romani Day. And this day commemorates the first World Romani Congress, a major international meeting of Romani representative held in London in the town of Orpington in 1971. Next, what was the theme of the World Homeopathy Day observed across the globe on 10th of April? Theme being Homo Parivar, One Health, One Family. Right? And remember, it is to raise awareness about homeopathy, a therapeutic systems of medicines, its principles and its contribution to healthcare. Then this World Homeopathy Day, it commemorates the birth anniversary of Dr. Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann, a German physicist and chemist who is regarded as the founder of homeopathy. And this year, 10th of April 2024, it is the 269th birth anniversary of Dr. Christian Friedrich. Next, when was the Central Reserve Police Force Velour Day, that is your Shaurya Divas, observed across India, that is CRPF Velour Day? It is observed on 9th of April, correct? And it is to commemorate the extraordinary valor displayed by the CRPF soldiers during the Battle of Sardar Post in Rann of Kutch in Gujarat in 1965. And this 9th April, it marks the observance of the 59th CRPF Velour Day. Next, when was the National Safe Motherhood Day observed across India? So National Safe Motherhood Day observed across India on 11th of April, right? And remember, 11th of April 2024, this is also 155th birth anniversary of Kasturba Gandhi, correct? And remember, this 11th of April, it is to commemorate the birth anniversary of Kasturba Gandhi, an Indian political activist and wife of our Mahatma Gandhi ji, correct? And 11th of April 2024 is the 155th anniversary of Kasturba Gandhi ji. Next, when was UN International Day of Human Space Flight observed across the globe? So UN International Day of Human Space Flight is observed across the globe on 12th of April, and it is to celebrate the beginning of the space era for mankind and underscores the important role of space and science. And also remember, Government of India, they have allowed 100% FDI in the space sector. The first ever International Day of Human Space Flight was observed on 12th of April in 2011. Next, what was the theme of the International Day for Street Children observed across the globe on 12th of April? This theme being belonging. Right? Take a note of this. Next, the Siachen Day was observed across the globe on 13th of April to commemorate Dash operation launched by the Indian Army. So Siachen Day observed on 13th of April is to commemorate the operation. Which operation launched by Indian Army? So it was Operation Meghdut. And what is Operation Meghdut? Operation Meghdut is basically when the Indian Army soldiers were fighting at the highest and the coldest battlefield in the world, that is Siachen Glacier, that is in Ladakh, and it is the 40th year of the Indian Army's presence in Siachen Glacier. Correct? So Siachen Day observed on 13th of April to commemorate Operation Meghdut. When was Operation Meghdut launched by Indian Army? It is 1984 on 13th of April. Next, the dash anniversary of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre was observed across India on 13th of April. So it is 105th anniversary of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre that was observed across India on 13th of April. Correct? Apart from this, remember Jallianwala Bagh massacre held on 13th of April 1919. It was held in Amritsar. Correct? And this day is to honor the victims that sacrificed their life during a tragic event that took place during the India's fight for independence, right? And it is also known as Amritsar massacre. Next is, when was World Chagas Disease Day observed across the globe? It is 14th of April. We observe World Chagas Disease Day, right? And this, remember, World Chagas Disease Day also aims to improve the early detection and diagnostics related to this disease. Next, National Fire Service Day observed across India on 14th of April, right? Question asked here is, what is the theme? Theme is being asked to you here. So theme being ensure fire safety, contribute towards nation building. And it is observed across India on 14th of April. Whereas National Fire Service Week, when do we observe this? It is observed from 14th to 20th of April. Next, when was the World Quantum Day observed across the globe? So it is 14th of April. We observe World Quantum Day, and it is to raise public awareness and understanding of quantum science and technology around the world. This year 2024, it marks the third edition of the World Quantum Day. The first time it was observed in 2022. Next, World Art Day observed across the globe when? On 15th of April, we observe World Art Day, and it is to raise awareness of the variety of artistic expressions, acknowledge the role of artists in sustainable development. Next, what was the motto or theme of the World Voice Day observed across the globe on 16th of April? So, motto or basically theme is asked to you here. Theme being resonate, educate and celebrate. This is the theme of the World Voice Day observed on 16th of April. Next, World Hemophilia Day observed across the globe on which day? So it is 17th of April. We observe World Hemophilia Day, and the theme here being equitable access for all, recognizing all bleeding disorder. This day is basically to raise awareness about hemophilia. This is an inherited bleeding disorder, right? Next, when was the International Day for Monuments and Sites or World Heritage Day observed across the globe? So it is observed on 18th of April across the globe, and theme here being disasters and conflicts through the lenses of the Venice Charter. The theme has been chosen to mark the 60th anniversary of the Venice Charter. That was Venice Charter, right? Take a note of this. And what is the theme here? If asked, the theme for this International Day of Monuments here is disaster and conflict resilient heritage, preparedness, response and recovery. Next is, when was the World Liver Day observed across the globe? So it is 19th of April. We observe World Liver Day, right? And the theme here being be vigilant, regular checkup, get regular checkup and prevent fatty liver disease. Correct? And this day is observed to create awareness about the importance of liver health and manage the liver disease. Next, when was the UN Chinese Language Day observed across the globe? So UN Chinese Language Day is observed across the globe on 20th of April, right? And remember, this year it was the 15th annual observance of the Chinese Language Day. Next, when was the National Civil Service Day observed across India? So it is 21st of April. We observe National Civil Services Day. The first National Civil Service Day was held at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi on 21st of April 2006. And this day is observed on 21st of April. Why? The reason being, as the National Civil Service Day, to commemorate the day, here this is observed on 21st of April. The reason being that our first Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel addressed the newly appointed administrative service officers at the Metcalfe House in Delhi on 21st of April 1947. Next, when was the World Creativity and Innovation Day observed across the globe? So it is 21st of April. We observe World Creativity and Innovation Day, right? There is a week also, World Creativity and Innovation Week. When do we observe this? it is observed from 15 to 21st of April. Correct? And the first ever UN recognized World Creativity Innovation Day observed on 21st of April in 2018. Next, what was the theme of International Mother Earth Day 2024? Theme being planet versus plastic. This is the theme of International Mother Earth Day, or known as your Earth Day. When do we observe this day? It is observed on 22nd of April. Correct? And the theme being planet versus plastic. This was the third edition of the Mother Earth Day celebrated. Next is, when was Spanish Language Day observed across the globe? So Spanish Language Day is observed on 23rd of April across the globe. Correct? And this is basically to raise awareness about the history, culture and use of Spanish as official language. And remember, Spanish Language Day observed on 23rd of April only because this is the death anniversary of Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes, and 23rd of April is also observed as UN English Language Day. Next, what was the theme of the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO's World Book and Copyright Day, observed on 23rd of April 2024? Theme being Read Your Way. Correct? According to various news sites, the theme of the World Book and Copyright Day is Read Your Way. This day is annually observed by which organization? It is observed by UNESCO, and it is observed on 23rd of April. Next, when was Administrative Professionals Day observed across the globe? So it is 24th of April we observe Administrative Professionals Day. And remember, this day is observed across the globe on the 24th of April, that is basically the Wednesday of the last week in April. Right? And this was in 2024, it was on 24th of April. And this Administrative Professionals Week, if is asked about Administrative Professionals Week, when do we observe this? It is observed on the last week of April, last full week of April. Right? This was from this time, it was from 21 to 27th of April. Next, when was the National Panchayati Raj Day observed across India? So it is 24th of April we observe National Panchayati Raj Day. Correct? And remember, this was the 15th edition of the National Panchayati Raj Day that was observed. Next, when was World Day for Laboratory Animals observed across the globe? It is 24th of April we observe World Day for Laboratory Animals. Moving on, when was the UN International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace 2024 observed across the globe? So we observe this day on 24th of April across the globe. The day also aims to support the three pillars of UN, that is peace, security, development and human rights. And the International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace was first observed in 2019. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, what was the theme of the International Girls in ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology Day 2024 observed? The theme being leadership here. Right? This International Girls in ICT Day observed across the globe on the 4th Thursday. On the 4th Thursday of April month, to inspire and encourage the girls and women to pursue studies in ICT. And the International Girls in ICT Day was observed on 24th of April 2024. Right? When do we observe this day? 24th of April. This year it was on 2020. This year in 2024 it was on 25th of April. Correct it? It was on 25th of April. Theme here being leadership. Theme being leadership. Next, when was the World Malaria Day observed across the globe? On 25th of April we observe World Malaria Day. Theme being accelerating the fight against malaria for a more equitable world. First time it was observed in the year 2008. And WHO leads the observance of the World Malaria Day. Next, when was the UN International Delegates Day observed across the globe? So UN International Delegates Day observed across the globe on 25th of April. And this marks the 5th edition of the International Delegates Day. Next, UN International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day observed across the globe on 26th of April. right? And this marks the 38th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, which took place on 26th of April 1986. And the first ever International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day was observed in the year 2017. Next, when was World Penguin Day observed across the globe? It is 25th of April. We observe World Penguin Day, and it is to basically promote the preservation of these flightless birds and their habitat. And remember, penguins are listed as the threatened species in the IUCN's Red List. Next, when was the World Intellectual Property Day or World IP Day observed across the globe to mark the anniversary of the establishment of World Intellectual Property Organization? So it is observed on 26th of April, right? And here the theme being IP and the Sustainable Development Goals, build our common future with innovation and creativity. Next, okay, one more thing. If asked about World Sustainable Transport Day, it was observed on 26th of November in 2023, right? If we talk about United Nations World Radio Day, it was 13th of February. We observe UN World Radio Day, right? And apart from this, if we talk about 15th of March, we observe as World Consumer Rights Day. Next, when was World Veterinary Day observed across the globe under the theme Veterinarians are Essential Health Workers? So it is 27th of April. We observe World Veterinary Day observed across the globe under the theme here Veterinarians are Essential Health Workers. Then remember, on 2nd April we observe International Children's Book Day. On 13th of March we observe World Rotaract Day, and on 1st of March we observe Civil Accounts Day, and this was the 48th Civil Accounts Day that was observed. Next, which day was observed on 23rd of April in Manipur to pay homage to the martyrs of the 1891 Anglo-Manipur War? It was Khwangjom Day, right? And it is to pay homage to the martyrs of the 1891 Anglo-Manipur War, that is the battle fought between the Kingdom of Manipur and British Empire, and it is 133rd observance of the Khwangjom Day. Khwangjom, this is a village in Manipur. Navsera Day observed on 8th of Feb. Then Vijay Divas, it is observed on 16th December. And Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, it is observed as the Tribal Peace Day, a Tribal Pride Day observed on the 15th of November. Next, when was the World Day for Safety and Health at Work observed across the globe to raise awareness about creating safe and healthy work environment? It is 28th of April. And the observance of this day focuses on ensuring the safety and health at work in a changing climate. This day is led by International Labour Organization. Then if we talk about 7th of April, we observe 7th of April as your UN World Health Day. Then 20th of March is observed as World Oral Health Day. Then on 16th of April, we observe National Vaccination Day, that is your National Immunization Day. Next, when was World Dance Day led by International Theatre Institute observed across the globe? It is 29th of April. Right, it is to celebrate the art of dance and its universal appeal, correct? And this annual observance of the World Dance Day is led by International Theatre Institute, that is the world's largest organization for the performing arts. Then on 27th of March, we observe World Theatre Day. It is the 62nd anniversary of this day. Then on 20th of March, we observe World Day of Theatre for Children and Young People. And 28th of October, it is observed as International Animation Day. So these are your important days for the month of April, friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. Who has recently took charge as the president of the Indian Steel Association? तो इंडियन स्टील एसोसिएशन के प्रेसिडेंट कौन अपॉइंट किए गए हैं? वो है नवीन जिंदल. नवीन जिंदल चेयरमैन है जिंदल स्टील एंड पावर के, एंड अब ये नए चेयरमैन बन गए हैं ऑफ इंडियन स्टील एसोसिएशन के. इसी के अलावा ये सक्सीड करेंगे दिलीप ओमेन को, जो कि सीईओ थे ArcelorMittal निपन स्टील के. एंड ही विल ऑल्सो होल्ड द पोस्ट ऑफ चेयरमैन ऑफ द एपेक्स कमिटी, द गवर्निंग बॉडी ऑफ ISA. नेक्स्ट, हु हैज़ बीन रिसेंटली नेम्ड एज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ पोर्चुगल? तो लुई फिलिप मॉन्टेग्रो, इनको अपॉइंट किया गया एज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ पोर्चुगल. ये एंटोनियो कोस्टा को सक्सीड करेंगे टू बी द न्यू प्राइम मिनिस्टर. नेक्स्ट, हु वॉज सेलेक्टेड एज द चेयरपर्सन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ द न्यू इंडिया एश्योरेंस कंपनी इन मार्च 2024. सो गिरिजा सुब्रमण्यम, इनको अपॉइंट किया गया एज द चेयरपर्सन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ न्यू इंडिया एश्योरेंस कंपनी. करेक्ट, टेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस. एंड ये सक्सीड करेंगी गिरिजा किनको? नीरजा कपूर को. Next, in March, Supreme Court appointed a 7-member expert committee for the preservation of critically endangered dash. So, Supreme Court appointed 7-member expert committee for the preservation of critically endangered Great Indian Bustard. ठीक है, take a note of this. Next, who has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador for Eveready Industries India Limited. सो किनको अपॉइंट किया गया एज द ब्रांड एम्बेसडर फॉर एवरेडी इंडस्ट्रीज इंडिया लिमिटेड? तो ये है नीरज चोपड़ा, राइट. ये एक एथलीट हैं, करेक्ट. एंड ये जेवलिन थ्रो से रिलेट करते हैं. नीरज चोपड़ा हरियाणा से बिलोंग करते हैं. एंड ये ब्रांड एम्बेसडर भी हैं फॉर प्रमोटिंग टूरिज्म इन स्विट्जरलैंड ऑफ इंडिया. करेक्ट, मतलब स्विट्जरलैंड में इंडियंस को टूरिज्म प्रमोट करने के लिए ये ब्रांड एम्बेसडर अपॉइंट किए गए थे. नेक्स्ट, हु हैज़ बिन रिसेंटली स्वॉन इन एज द जुडिशियल मेंबर ऑफ लोकपाल इन इंडिया? तो ऋतुराज अवस्थी, इनको अपॉइंट किया गया है एज अ जुडिशियल मेंबर ऑफ लोकपाल ऑफ इंडिया. नेक्स्ट है आपका, नेम द पर्सनैलिटी फ्रॉम इंडिया हु हैज बीन रिसेंटली अपॉइंटेड एज द असिस्टेंट सेक्रेटरी जनरल एंड स्पेशल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द सिक्योरिटी जनरल फॉर डिजास्टर रिस्क रिडक्शन इन द यूनाइटेड नेशंस ऑफिस फॉर डिजास्टर रिस्क रिडक्शन. तो किनको अपॉइंट किया गया है यहाँ पर? वो हैं कमल किशोर को. मार्क करके चलेंगे, ये सक्सीड करेंगे मामी मिजुतोरी को ऑफ जापान, जो कि इस पोजीशन में थी सिंस 2018. नेक्स्ट, हु हैज़ बीन रिसेंटली अपॉइंटेड एज एमडी एंड सीईओ ऑफ द बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र? तो बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र के एमडी एंड सीईओ निधु सक्सेना को अपॉइंट किया गया है. ये रिप्लेस करेंगे एस राजीव को. करेक्ट, टेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस. एंड ही हैज़ बीन सर्विंग एज एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर ऑफ यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया फ्रॉम Feb 1 to March 26, 2024. Next, name the hockey personalities who has been recently appointed as the co-chairs of International Hockey Federation's New Athlete Committee. तो यहाँ पे याद रखेंगे PR श्रीजेश एंड कैमिला कैरम, इन दोनों को अपॉइंट किया गया है. ये दोनों आपके हॉकी से रिलेटेड हैं, हॉकी स्पोर्ट से रिलेटेड हैं. एंड इन दोनों को यहाँ पे अपॉइंट किया गया है एज द co-chair ऑफ द इंटरनेशनल हॉकी फेडरेशंस न्यू एथलीट कमेटी के. नेक्स्ट, who has recently took over as the 41st national president of FLO, फिक्कीज लेडीज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो 41st प्रेसिडेंट बनी है वो है जयश्री दास वर्मा. ये 41st हैं. इन्होंने रिप्लेस किनको किया? जो 40th थी. 40th कौन थी? सुधा शिव कुमार. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट,